first, I had to get some beef ribs on. So we got them all rubbed up, and we're gonna let them smoke all day until dinner tonight. So I've got about 4 or 5 hours worth of plumbing work up at the farm, and then we're gonna come back and throw some sausage on as well, and then we will wait for dinner. Okay, so we're out here getting ready to do the plumbing. Actually, we already started. I forgot to start the camera. I have Jay with me today. He works for us at Plum Legacy, and he is our kind of jack of all trades. He knows how to do anything that involves construction. So I have Jay and I have Duke. You can't see him. Duke, say hi. But we are roughing in the plumbing, or we're doing the in-slab plumbing, and I will go through some details of what all we're doing and what all that involves, and we will get the show on the road. It's sunny out here, but it's a little deceiving. We are freezing our freaking butts off. It's cold, but at least the sun's out. So right now we have our main kick out, waste kick out through our slab here, through our 6-inch sleeve. We've come out with a 3-inch main waste line to tie into our septic, and we are getting ready to tie in right there. Say hi, Jay.
Hey, everybody.
So we will take this, connect on. We're basically working backwards. So we're going to start there and work our way to the bathroom, which will be right about there. So we're going to lay it out on the form boards now that we've got the digging done, and set everything up, and I'll check back in here. Okay, so we just mapped out the layout for the plumbing. You can see Jay digging in a little trench there from where we stopped here with the kick out. We're just going to bed it just a little bit. This is a 12-inch slab. So we do have 8 inches of fill going over the top of this, plus 4 inches of concrete. So we're not really worried about it. It's just good whenever to bed it a little bit. When the concrete guys get in here and start filling the slab, we don't worry about them driving over it and breaking it and things like that. So just a little extra step there. Doesn't always have to be done, but we're going to do it here. So what we've got laid out here, we went from the end of the form boards over there. We took our measurement of 50 feet, 1.5 inches plus for the sheet metal lip, and we made our mark here on the form board there, and we ran a string line over to here where we already have 50 feet, 1.5 chalked onto the footing for the stalls. And we are basically ran our string line, and then we took our measurements for our sink and our toilet, and we drove our pins in the ground along that line, and now we just have to plumb to them. So
here's our toilet.
Here's our toilet.
Here's our sink.
There's our sink. This was just sitting there. That's nothing. And that one was used to pull off of the corner of the form board over there for our 50 feet, 1.5 second measurement, so we can make sure we had a true line running through here. So Jay's digging, pissed off at me while I'm sitting here on the phone, so I'm going to
get a shovel in your hand.
Get a shovel in my hand and get some glue and start gluing this stuff up and get out of here, because it's freaking cold, even though it doesn't look like it. Okay, what Jay's doing right now is he is sloping the bedding ditch so that we can add our fall to the kick out, and we'll put our we don't have any sand, unfortunately, so we'll put our pipe in there, and luckily this is clay and it'll pack like crazy. So we're going to predetermine our slope with the bedding ditch, and then let the pipe lay on that, and then we'll bed in the sides with whatever we can find to protect it. So that's what we're doing right now, and once we start...
And again, you notice that Josh is not holding a shovel in his hand.
This is true, but I don't know how I could do that and shovel. So
here, I'll film.
Somebody has to do this, and somebody has to dig. You drew the short straw today.
I did. I grabbed the shovel first.
Think about how cold I am sitting here doing this while you're warm digging a ditch.
I'm not cold.
All right, so he's going to slap his level on that real fast. And
it's good. I like that.
He says it's good. Should we look at it? Do we trust him? Do we believe him?
just a little bit of manual labor.
There we go. Is that good?
Stomp that down really good.
Why me?
Well, when I stomp it down, it doesn't smash as much as it does when you stomp down.
Huh.
Okay.
Do you like it? Duke, help him. Get in there and help, Duke.
You gonna come lick my head while I'm down here? I like it.
Okay, he likes it. He likes it.
I like all with that right there.
We got a depression. Or no, a high spot.
Got a hump, yeah.
Okay, well I'll check back in when we start laying pipe in the hole and gluing it all up. Alright, so we're doing our last bit of glue up here. We've got everything built back to this location. And we are stoked up coming out. He's putting on primer and glue. This is glue right here. He's already got the purple primer on. Just to prove that Jay did not do everything, I am covered in primer, but not as much as Duke. I think Duke's been eating primer and glue. So maybe later on that'll be a little bit interesting for me to deal with. So
What happens when your kids get rebellious?
yeah, that vet bill is going to be fun. So all right, so we're going to make sure we are good here on our toilet because that's our crucial number. And then we are going to glue this last joint here up. This grade pin is right at where we need to be, right there. And it looks like we are pretty much on the money. I'm going to hold this.
Right there is where we are. That's our line. We're good
I'm
there.
going to hold this so Jay can go make that last connection. And then we'll drive grade pins in the ground along this and put the actual stub ups right in the wall where we need to
There
be.
you go. When just put it. Let me make sure we're good with our level. Perfect, right there. Just hold that right there.
I'm good at that.
Yeah. I saw that.
Thanks for not saying anything.
My lips are sealed.
Could you go faster?
I'm trying. Okay, it's got to slide to you a touch.
Okay. Now you want to go
To
on.
me, wiggle it side to side a little bit. That's all right. That's good.
You in good, seated?
Yep. It's all good. Right there.
And we are still good here. So we
Close enough
will.
for a vent line, and that'll have a little wiggle in it. That's perfect. Good, good. Now we just got to make our toilet connection.
Which is our last crucial measurement, and then we'll run some water. But water will take no time because it's literally just gonna lay in here with it and stub up out of the ground. So I will get back to you whenever we get done with this connection here and start running water. All right, one last little note on the waste. So we got the toilet in. That's set perfect. What we did, we took these grade pins and we drove them in the ground versus each stack coming up. And all that's gonna do is help stabilize it. And then we take this tape and we wrap around it. And then we're gonna take that tape and we're gonna wrap it all the way up past slab level around this PVC so that, Duke, get back, so that concrete isn't touching our PVC, so we don't have any issues with cement eating plastic, all that good stuff. Duke, come here. I know you're trying to help, but it's not working out very well, bud. All right, so that last little note, and then we'll move on. That's good. Okay, so waste is done. Start back here at the back, and we'll just go through what everything is. Once again, you can see this blue chalk line right there. That is the dividing wall that's going to separate the stables and the wood shop from the warehouse of the. So here's what we have going down the line. This is all in the wall on the right side, and that's the toilet coming out of the left. So we have our 2-inch vent for the toilet, which didn't necessarily need to be 2-inch. We can reduce down to 1.5 inches if we want. Then we have our 3-inch for the toilet, coming down to our main waste trunk line, which is 3-inch. We came up in the wall with a 2-inch for the sink, and then we came straight on out this bedded trench, out the sleeve, the 6-inch sleeve right there, and we came out here and capped it. And when we go to put the septic in, we'll cut that cap off and put a coupling on it and take it on into the septic tank. So that's where we're at right now. We're getting ready to run our PEX 3/4 water lines, and we'll see back whenever we get to it. I'll come back to you. Okay, we have ran the water, or what we can run. There is our line coming into the building, our main line coming in, also coupled with a line coming right back out for our frost-free hose bibs and whatever else we may want to loop onto out there. It's going to come into here to our main manifold, which is going to be to a hot water tank, probably a little just self-tankless deal for the kitchen, for the little sink here. And then from here, the only thing we didn't get done today, because we don't have the form boards up, we're going to run water from our manifold area over here to the stalls. We've marked the column locations on the footing here already. There's that one, and there's one more over here. We originally were just going to run one line, one frost-free hose bib over here for the horses, but we decided to do two, or I kind of called an audible and decided to do two, one in between each stall, which is one at each one of those columns. So we'll run one to here, and then we will daisy chain from there to that one over there, and have the ability to feed or to fill water from only having to go to 2 locations instead of one going to all 4. So anyways, that's it for today. Slab guys are going to come back out this week, get that form board on, pour the concrete this week, hopefully weather permitting, and we'll have a slab hopefully by the end of the week. And I'll fill in that little bit of water line that we need to run over there. Anyways, we didn't have enough. We bought a 100-foot roll. We actually need some more, so I'll buy another roll, because we're going to have to do some internal plumbing as well, obviously, in here when it gets going. So anyways, that is it for today, and when you see us next, we will be filling the slab. Say bye, Jay.
Bye.
Say bye, Duke. Idiot. Hey, don't eat glue. It's bad for you. All right, we'll see you next time. See you up on the ridge. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the sausages. They're thawed out now. Had these done by a place called Burnco here in town. They are all beef, and they are jalapeno and cheddar bratwursts. And I'm gonna take them out of the, I froze them in packages of 4s and 5s, and actually this is the last package I've got. So I'm gonna take the vacuum seal packing off and go throw them on the smoker, and they ought to be good to go at the same time the ribs are done. All right, so there is the aftermath. Amber and I ate 3 ribs and I think 1.5 sausages. But as you can see, we got a whole nother rack here to go. And as you can see, all the bones are right there. Literally, it just falls off the bone. These things cooked for like 8 hours plus. But you can see the smoke ring there. And it's got a great crust. What I'm going to do now is cut these off, quarter it all up, kind of like burn ends. And then that way it'll reheat easier. So, good day, plumbing and cooking. Take this stupid iPhone and make YouTube videos, because I really don't know anything about any kind of video illustration or anything like that. But iMovie comes free, so it's pretty cool to be able to put that together. Duke, what are you doing? You're not helping.